Good morning, students. I will teach you banking and insurance subject, which is your vocational subject, and subject code of this banking and insurance is 411. Let's discuss something about this subject. This vocational subject is of 100 marks, in which you will get 50 marks theory and 50 marks for practical. And syllabus in banking and insurance, we have 6 units which we will do. I know that you don't have study material. I will provide you PDF file so that you can prepare your topic side by side. So we have 6 units, and these are: first unit related to negotiable instrument, second unit related to lending functions of bank, unit 3 in this will do utility services of bank, unit 4 life insurance, unit 5 general insurance, and unit 6 is related with the communication. So all these units we have, almost all units will come for 10 marks. And let's see the blueprint of the question paper. How will you get questions, in which format? Let's discuss. So 1 mark question you will get, 2 mark, 3 mark and 5 mark. So let's see how many questions you will get. Total 23 questions you will get in your final exam. 8 questions of 1 mark, 7 questions of 2 mark, and 6 questions 3 marks, 2 questions of 10 marks. So total we have 50 mark paper, 50% practical. For practical we have Viva project file. You will make some presentations and you will make the formats of some documents, filling up the form. So all that we will discuss later on in the class. Clear? So let's start with the first unit 1, laws relating to negotiable instrument. This unit will come for 5 marks in your final exam. Let's start with the first topic, that is meaning of negotiable instrument and its features. So first of all, meaning. Negotiable instrument. There are 2 words, negotiable and instrument. Negotiable means transferable by delivery. Just by mere delivery you can transfer one thing to another. And instrument is means document. So it is a document by which a right is created by one person in the favor of another. So we can say that negotiable instrument means a document transferable by delivery. Go on, negotiable instruments. We have Negotiable Act also, that is Negotiable Act 1881. So under this act in section 13, there are 3 negotiable instruments, and these are checks, bill of exchange and promissory note. All these instruments are very important for smooth running of business and for trading. So these instruments are payable to bearer or order. Now here we have 2 words, bearer and order. What it means? So payable to order means when you will specify a person that this payment is made to this particular person. So that is known as a order. So when we are mentioning the people to whom will make the payment. And bearer means bearer means any person who has that document in the hand. That person has a right to get the payment. Clear? So features of negotiable instruments. There are some features which you need to do. You can learn 5 or 6, but once you need to learn all, because you will get MCQs also. So any point you may get in the MCQ form. So first point, instrument in writing. You can see either check, bill of exchange or promissory note. Any negotiable instrument you will get in the writing form. It is in the writing form, not in the oral form. So this is the first feature, that instrument is in the writing form. Second is unconditional order and promise. So unconditional order, here bill of exchange and check, these are unconditional order, and promise is for the promissory note. So whenever we are drawing these instruments, these contains unconditional order, means there is no condition attached with these negotiable instruments. For example, if I will say that pay to Mr. X rupees 5,000 if he earn profit in the business. So there is no condition attached when you will draw a bill or you will give any negotiable instrument to the other person. So it is unconditional. Okay. Third is drawn on specific bank or on person. Whenever you will draw any check or bill of exchange or promissory note, it is always drawn either on bank or person. So in case of check, because checks the payment are made by the bank, so checks are drawn on a specific bank, and bill of exchange and promissory note, these are drawn or some person. A person can be individual person, association, company, group of person, etc. Clear? So check, here check is payable on demand. Now what is payable on demand? Payable on demand means whenever you will go to bank and present your check, you can encash it on demand. So that's why it is known as payable on demand. Next is payment of money. We are drawing all these negotiable instruments for the payment of money. It means if I will say that I promise to pay 2 kg of rice after 2 months, then in that case it is not a negotiable instrument. We will not consider it as a negotiable instrument because it contains the quantity of the product. It doesn't contain any money. So we can draw these negotiable instruments for making payment in form of money only. Clear? The next is certain amount. Whenever you will draw these negotiable instruments, it always contain a specific amount, how much amount you are going to pay to the other person. Clear? So this is again an important feature. Without amount, negotiable instrument is of no use. Next is payable to bearer or order. Already we have discussed. Order means when it is specified that to whom we need to make the payment, and bearer, any person who has that negotiable instrument has right to encash it. Clear? Next is pay must be a certain person. So like there should be a certain amount in the negotiable instrument. Similarly, there should be a certain person to whom we want to make the payment. So pay means the person who will get the payment. So he must be a certain person. Clear? Next is 8. Delivery of the instrument. So we have already discussed in the definition also, a document transferable by delivery. So we can deliver, we can transfer it to the other person. There is a delivery of the instrument. This is also an important feature. Currency note. Promissory note is considered to be a currency note when it is payable to bearer on demand. There is restriction on drawing such kind of documents, such kind of negotiable instruments by the RBI. Next is transferability. Yes, we can. Transferability means we can transfer, we can endorse the bill from one person to another. For example, A received bill from B and A wants to make the payment to C. So he doesn't have money. So in that case, he transferred the bill which he took from B to C. So A can transfer it to C. So it is transferable. There is no restriction. So we can endorse these negotiable instruments to the other person without any restriction. Clear? Next is it also gives absolute and good title on the transferee. There are two persons, transferor or transferee. Transferor, the person who transferred the bill, and transferee to whom we transferred the bill. So it gives the absolute and good title on the transferee. He possesses good title even if the transferor has defective title to that instrument. Clear? Next is right to sue. A person who has a negotiable instrument, the person has a right to sue in his own name. If in case he is not get payment on maturity date. Clear? Next topic is types of negotiable instruments. Negotiable instruments can be classified from different angles or viewpoints. Let's see. First, bearer and order instrument. This already we have discussed that bearer and order instrument. There are two types of instruments. Bearer, when there is no instruction to whom we want to make the payment. So endorsement is blank and to whom we need to pay, it is not given. So name is not mentioned in bill of exchange or on the check. Clear? So second is order instruments. So when it is expressed to be so payable, it is payable to a specific person when the name is given, when instructions are given on the instrument. Clear? It is inland instruments and foreign instruments. And negotiable instrument, if it is made in India or made payable or drawn upon any person who is a resident of India, then it is called inland instrument. So an instrument when it is drawn or made in India or made payable or drawn upon any person who is a resident of India is known as inland instrument. So an inland instrument is payable within India. Next is an instrument which is not inland instrument is known as foreign instrument. So therefore foreign instrument is if it satisfies these two conditions. One, if it is drawn outside India and made payable outside or inside India. Second, it is drawn in India and made payable outside India and drawn on the person resident outside India. So either it should be drawn outside India or it should be payable outside India. Clear? So next is demand instruments and time instruments. When there is no time period specified on the bill of exchange, check or promissory note. Usually check is a payable on demand. It means whenever you will present the check in the bank, you will get the payment. So that kind of instrument is known as payable on demand. Second is time instrument. Time instrument when there is some time period specified on instruments. Clear? For example, generally it is in the case of promissory note and bill of exchange, like pay to Mr. X after 2 months. So there is a time restriction. Time is given that after 2 months he will get the payment. So that is known as a time instrument. Clear? All these are the types of negotiable instruments. So we have done two topics. One is feature of negotiable instrument and second is types of negotiable instruments. Thank you.